Disclaimer, all stunts performed in this video are done in a controlled professional environment where no one is able to get hurt.
YouTube, what is good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy John LSX. You guys are probably wondering por qué ando bien tapado. You guys, it decided to snow yesterday here in Las Vegas. I don't know what's up with the weather right here, viejones. Literally, it is bipolar. One day it's hot as hell, you're sweating all the grasa de puerco. The next day you're cold as shit, freezing, tus huevos all todos encogidos y todo. And yesterday, like I mentioned, decided to rain, snow, all that good stuff, you guys. But today in this video, we're gonna continue working on the Sema build right behind me, you guys. We're gonna be upgrading the radiator and the cooling system on that Evo Energy burnout truck. But before we get started, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you como nevó allá en las montañas so you guys can see. If you guys don't understand Spanish, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how those mountains look like. They're literally covered with snow. Let's go check it out. You could barely see it because it's all foggy, but literally that's the mountain right there and it goes all the way up. But man, the weather out here in Vegas, it is bipolar, you guys. Like I mentioned, it was raining yesterday and it was snowing, so I had to come out here, open the hoods, because all this was like dirt and water. Had to open up the hoods. Actually still propped open, you guys, porque ahí se llenó todo de agua. Everything was filled with water and I had to drain them, you guys. So pobre cofres, shout out to my primo from Street Concept. Now on this one over here, all the water nomás se mete straight to the engine. So this one actually has like a drainage system. But hey, shout out to Primo for always hooking it up. He styled the SS, the Sierra, and here's the other Sierra right here, you guys. Check it out. So in the last previous videos, I went ahead and showed you guys how to install the TBSS manifold ported with our Evo Energy 102. Went ahead and removed all the stock fuel system, the lines, the tank, the fuel pump, and the filter, all stock. We removed it and we upgraded to our Evo Energy Master Fuel System Kit, which I have 8 feet and 6 return at the bottom. This is enough to support anywhere from 600 to 800 horsepower. Nice. And as you guys know, we are gonna be boosting this truck right here for Sema. And we're basically gonna build this truck from the ground up. And something I forgot to mention to you guys is this truck right here is gonna be a frame off build, meaning I am dropping the frame. I have another frame for this truck. No, there's nothing wrong with this frame at all. The reason why I went ahead and sent out the other frame to get powder coated, and the color is going to be red, was because this truck is gonna be at Sema, you guys. I'm gonna be competing with builds from all over the world. And I mean, I'm basically building this truck in my garage, you guys. So I don't have my shop anymore, unfortunately, but in a couple months, my new shop will be finally assembled and I'll be back to painting and doing body work and paint. But for now on, we're gonna be building this truck here in the garage. Garage, as you can see, not so big, not so small. It's enough for me and I'm happy with what I got, gracias a Dios. But like I mentioned, this frame, there's nothing wrong with this. So we're taking this frame off and everything on the new frame is gonna be provided by Step Notcher. If you guys don't know who he is, I'm gonna leave his Instagram right here. Check him out. So I do have quite a list that I have to tackle down before we get to that process. But let's go ahead and talk about the list real quick. So this is our to-do list on this build, on the Sema truck. So we're ready to tackle down the fuel cell, the TBSS manifold, the 102 throttle body, no more Warzone. I haven't played all year since December. Wake up early. I've been waking up early, gracias a Dios. I've been recording, editing, and uploading as well. So today in this video, we're gonna go ahead and get started with, let's see, we're gonna get started with the radiator kit from Evo Energy and also the E-fans itself. As soon as we finish that, on the next video, we're gonna get started with the turbo kit. And then after that, you guys, we are gonna be taking the engine out, the transmission out. Why? Because I am gonna be shaving this bay. What does that mean? All this unnecessary bolts and hardwares that's sticking out. For example, I went ahead and ya le arranqué dos ahí. Are gonna be shaving it, welding it, making it look nice. And I am gonna be painting this all OEM white like factory. We are gonna be deleting this AC port right here for the AC condenser, the heater core hoses right there as well, deleting that. And also deleting everything, all these bolts and hardware that attach to the AC unit that's under the dash. So we're gonna make this engine bay look clean because I'm about 50-50. I don't know if I'm gonna take this build with or without the hood, but most likely go with the hood and just leave the hood up when we're at Sema. Fingers crossed we finish this build in time. Not a lot of people build Sema builds less than a year from the ground up, and that's basically what I'm doing here, gonna be building it. But like I mentioned, engine's gonna come out, transmission's gonna come out once we do the turbo kit, because I have to mock up the cold side of the turbo piping and send that to RMB Fabrication. Here's his Instagram right there, check him out. He's gonna be stacking his dimes and on his welds on the cold side. So we are gonna be installing the turbo kit in the next video. Here's the turbo right here, here's the manifold, and right here up here, we have the crossover, we have the wastegate, blow-off valve somewhere in there. But this video is gonna be specifically on the radiator, which is this box, and the 2 E-fans. As you guys saw, we are tackling the lid slowly but surely. Everything on this truck is gonna be basically brand new from the ground up, from the frame, suspension, brand new motor, brand new transmission, bodywork and paint, and we are gonna be wrapping it at the end. And I'm still kind of decisive, you guys, and I need your help, so comment down below. Should we do the SS clone like my Sierra and have this one a single cab SS clone, or should we just leave it no claddings, just like that, just add a street concept wing and hood, and then do the HD grille with the bumper 03 to 06 style? Comment down below. And I also was thinking, since I am going to be getting a new frame, this one's already cut for the bed and the frame, I was thinking about looking for a step side bed as well and going step side, since I don't own a step side. All my trucks are fleet side. When it comes down to my extended cab is fleet side, my C10 is fleet side, my other crew cab is fleet side. So in total I have 9 trucks, for those that don't know. But comment down below, what would you guys like for the GMC Sierra? To have SS cladding? So we do no cladding? Should we do step side or keep it fleet side? Comment down below. And then also comment what street concept hood should we slap on this bad boy. I also want to thank each and one of those shops that are reaching out to me that want to collab on this build. You guys are sending me a lot of products. I have a company that went ahead and sent me out a stereo for this build. I have a company that sent over the turbo, the manifold, the crossover, the intercooler, all that good stuff, the intercooler piping. And I want to thank each and one of you guys for supporting me and my channel, and most importantly, the Sema build. Not a lot of people support other people on builds, especially one of their own, you know, like their personal builds. But luckily, my partners over at Evo Energy, they trust me enough with this build, so we're building it from the ground up, and hopefully it's a head turner at Sema. But enough chit chat, let's go ahead and get started on removing the OEM radiator, that nasty fan clutch as well, so we can install the new parts that Evo Energy sends out for the Sema build. Right off the bat, I already know this is going to be the radiator right here, and then these two are the fans. So what I gotta do is just move stuff out of the way. But as you guys can see, your boy ran out of space. Right here we have my HP tuners as well, you guys. So I am going to be offering tuning services here in Las Vegas, backed by Iron LS3 NA, full bolt-ons, and he does not do tunes on turbo, unfortunately. So if you guys need a tune, or you guys are cam full bolt-ons, not boosted, I could help you guys out. We are going to be tuning sometime next week. I just got to go out and purchase a laptop that supports HV tuners. So stay tuned for that as well, you guys. So we got the fans out. Up next, what we got to do is go ahead. I actually got this on sale at Harbor Freight. I think it cost me like $10, you guys. So I just bought it because, you know, it looks cool. It's a little toolbox, and I haven't found a good use for it yet. So shout out to my little brother. He's a registered nurse, and he always brings me guantes, even though I don't use them. But hey, big shout out to my little bro. And then this caja right here, you guys, is the radiator for the Evo Energy burnout truck. Let's go ahead and unbox these puppies up. We got the radiator right here from Evo Energy, and we also have the cooling fans that go to this radiator itself. All the parts, like I mentioned, besides the turbo kit and the radio, are from Evo Energy. So right here, we're gonna have the fans. We're gonna have a box right here. If you guys don't know what this is our coolant tank reservoir kit right here. Shout out to Evo Energy. Yes, sir. And then right here, we have our racing style aluminum radiator from Evo Energy as well. If you guys don't know what that is, I run them on all my trucks. on my red crew cab and on my tennis ball, my burnout truck, and it keeps the temperature very, very low on those trucks, man. Can't complain. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how they actually look like on the truck, on my burnout truck and also my crew cab Sierra. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Don't think I'm capping that, oh no, he's just saying he runs them. Nope. Show you right here, live and direct, viejon. Check it out. We have right here on my burnout truck, the tennis ball, and also right here on my crew cab. Check it out. Shoo-la-la. Everything on this truck is brand spanking new. If you guys didn't watch the build series on the crew cab, todo nuevo, viejon. The transmission only has 5 miles, believe it or not. Still haven't broke it in. Todo nuevo. Headers, empaques, TVSS. I run TVSS on all my trucks. This one's TVSS. Burnout truck right here. También TVSS. Más que este sí es pa puro desmadre. Este sí show and go. Esta es nomás a little cruiser, la weekend cruiser with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. But that's how the radiator looks like, you guys. Got one right here and the other one right there. Y ahora, gracias a Dios, le va a tocar a la Sema build, you guys. So let's go ahead and unbox those puppies up. I am gonna close the garage porque aquí pasan como si fuera freeway, viejón, como si fuera I-70. De aquí de volada andan ahí. Aquí le llaman Washington Speedway, if you guys didn't know. I'm gonna go ahead and close the garage and start unboxing these up so you guys can see them live and direct before we install them onto the Sema build. And we are gonna be removing the fan clutch, the old radiator, the old coolant tank reservoir, installing our new E-fans that Evo Energy provided for the Sema build. Let's go ahead and unbox those puppies up real quick. Que fuera Christmas again, all over again, you guys. Check it out. Went ahead and unboxed everything out the box. Like I said, right here we have our Evo Energy Slim fans, 1 and 2. That will be going onto our aluminum radiator from Evo Energy as well. This is our 3-row 56 millimeter. As you guys saw in my last previous videos, I installed it on my tennis ball, the burnout truck, my red crew cab, and I like it. And what better way to install it on the Evo Energy burnout truck? So here it is. This is the radiator. We have the slim fans. Now each slim fan does come with the relay kit. Comes with instructions. Check it out. If you guys don't know how to install it, gives you detailed instructions on how to install it. Para que no haya fallas. Also comes with the hardware and brackets to mount up the fans directly to the radiator on both sets. Since there's 2 fans, there is 2 sets. Here's one set right here. 2 sets of instructions. Everything that we offer at Evo Energy, like I mentioned to you guys, comes with stickers. Check it out. And then these are little mounting brackets that go right here around the edges to mount up the slim fans to the radiator. And last but not least, check it out, you guys. Night and day difference. Look at that. Before and after. Get chulada. Damn. This radiator reservoir tank makes the engine bay look like cacas, you guys. Neta, look at it. Night and day difference. Check it out. Ay, no. Que no se me quede, because ahí se está cabrón. But this is everything that we're going to be installing today in this video. We are going to be installing the Evo Energy aluminum radiator, the slim fans, and the coolant tank reservoir tank. Now, when it comes down to the wiring, I'm going to let you guys know I am not going to be wiring this up. Why? Because I am gonna get a custom switch panel where I can control the 2-step, where I can control each fan, and I just like having it routed directly straight to the switch panel itself. Now this option right here, it does let you do that using the relay kit right here with a switch, all that good stuff. But with me, when it comes down to the switch panel, it's gonna have its own custom control box where it's gonna let me control the 2-step. I could control the fuel pump if I wanted to, and each fan. And since this truck is gonna have a lot of fans, 2 for the radiator, one for the transmission cooler, one for the engine cooler as well. It's gonna be a set of 4 fans individually. So I'm gonna be wiring all that stuff later on in a future video on how I wire up that switch panel and control each and one of them item exactly the same way I did it onto my burnout truck. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you guys what I'm talking about so you guys don't get all confused on what the hell is this chango saying. Let's go ahead and go outside real quick and show you exactly what I'm talking about. Hombre loco, ya empezó a llover acá afuera. So right here on my burnout truck, you guys, I'm sorry if it's windy and the audio sounds like cacas. So right here on the burnout truck, I have 2 fans, 1 and 2 for the transmission cooler, and then 2 fans for the E-fans itself, 1 right there and 1 right here, and then a 2-step. So what I'm going to do on the Evo Energy burnout truck is the same thing that I did right here on the burnout truck. So to power it on, I just hit the middle. This one's for my 2-step. And then each one of these is for my fans. Fan 1, fan 2, fan 3, and fan 4. And I could turn each and one of them on. Let's say I only want to run the transmission one, just one. And then if I see that the temp's going higher, kick in the second one. And same thing with the radiator. If the temperature is low, go ahead and turn them off. I want one fan just running, turn it on. And if I see que se está calentando esta madre, pues fuck it, prender la última. Then same thing with the 2-step. Let's say I'm doing a burnout and I want to activate the 2-step, just turn it on and turn it off whenever I want. And if I want everything turned on, I have it on like that. I could turn it off and then turn everything on all at once. And that's the same thing I'm gonna be doing on the Sema build, but that's gonna be, like I mentioned, on the next video or a future video. So I'm not going to be wiring up those E-fans in this video, unfortunately. I'm just going to install everything and make sure everything bolts up nicely and no issues and no problems. But anyways, let's go ahead and head back into the garage, porque aquí sí está lloviendo. I'm telling you guys, the weather out here is bipolar. I swear, sometimes it'd be sunny, like 102, 120. Next day it'd be windy. Now it's raining. Yesterday was snowing. No, hombre, aquí sí está cabrón. So the first thing I'm gonna be doing is removing the cold air intake because it's gonna be in the way. Then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the upper radiator hose as well. And then I'm gonna remove that nasty clutch fan. Since we're not gonna be using that clutch fan no more, we switched over to the electric fans that Evo Energy sent for the build. And then install the radiator. After the radiator gets installed, we're gonna be working on the reservoir tank, removing the old one and installing the new one that Evo Energy sent as well. So we got 3 parts we're installing today. It's gonna be the radiator, it's gonna be the slim fans, and also the coolant tank reservoir. And then we're gonna be removing the old radiator, the old clutch fan, and also the old coolant tank reservoir. But let's go ahead and cut the chit chat and get right into it, porque si está haciendo frío ahorita, and no hombre loco, it's cold out here in the garage. But anyways, let's get right into it. Esta madre sí está sucio. Check it out, you guys. Es su madre. Hombre, loco. Damn. This is the way I got the truck, you guys, by the way. Mira? That whole thing right there is cake. Let me zoom in. Mira? God damn! Damn! Parece un tumor ahí o algo. Yeah, I can't wait to pull this engine out porque así sí está cabrón. Let's go ahead and install the new radiator that Evo Energy sent us for the Evo Energy burnout truck. Alright chat, it's safe to say that we're officially done installing our Evo Energy racing style radiator, the coolant tank reservoir, and on the fans, I'm gonna hold on those as well. Like I mentioned to you guys, the reason why I'm holding off because this truck right here, the truck we're building for Sema. It is going to be turbocharged, so we still have to run all our cold side piping, install the intercooler. And I don't want those fans hitting the intercooler and damaging them, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. So that's why I went ahead and hold on. But when it's time to do all the electrical on all the fans that we're going to be installing, I'll show you guys how to wire them up and also where I'm going to be doing all the wire connections. But with that being said, let's go ahead and flip the camera so you guys can see how this thing came out. Check it out, check it out. Out with the old, in with the new. No fitment issues like always. Big shout out to Evil Energy. Nada que topa acá arriba. No, none of that. Went ahead and installed the radiator all the way around, upper and lower hose all connected. And we also went ahead and installed the coolant tank reservoir. Night and day difference, check it out. Out with the in, out with the old. And then this clutch fan will be replaced by the E-fans when it's time to do that. And here's the old radiator itself. No, there was nothing wrong with it. It's just too small for my application. Like I mentioned to you guys, we are gonna be doing some pretty high horsepower numbers with this build. But with that being said, I guess it's safe to say that we are done with the radiator kit. Cross that out. The E-fans is still pending. Up next on the list, you guys, is going to be the intercooler welds and then the turbo kit. We still have to mock up these two right here, but that's gonna be for another video, you guys. We do gotta put the hot side, the turbo, mount up the piping, the intercooler, and know exactly where we're gonna be mounting that intercooler as well. Para que no haya fallas. And there are also still a long list of parts that we have right here and also inside of the crib. But with that being said, you guys, it is time to wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys stayed and watched the complete video. I basically show you guys how to build a truck or how to work on trucks. If you have any application between 99 and 06, this information is helpful for you. I basically build them from the ground up, and I also do bodywork and paint, you guys. Stay tuned, new shop coming soon, where I'll be doing all the bodywork and paint as well. But with that being said, make sure to hit that sub. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.